Thank you very much, Wolfie and Heartbreaker. And now it is time for the grand finals. GK, how you doing, man? It's nice to have you here, casting alongside you. This one, it's going to be a party.
We finally made it, Rome. Me and you up on the big stage together at the grand finals. I can't say I've been any more excited than before. This is the moment we've been waiting for. We've been building up so hard.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you've been running the EU side of things, running so many pugs, so much on the EU side of things. I've been running the NA side of things, hosting tournaments, all this stuff, all leading up to this point right here. We've got Blackhand with a 1-0 advantage. If you want to know how the modes are going to be going out of these four maps, we are going to be having Sabotage, Demolition, Demolition, Sabotage. So if it comes down to that fifth and final map, it will be a Sabo. But first off, we're going to be kicking things off with the bread and butter factory, and we're not wasting any time. We're getting right into it.
Right, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is High Caliber's pick of map, Factory. So this is going to be interesting, right? They've chosen the map, they've gone through the tactics, but they know Blackhand has their strategy here. They're going to pick the glitch, right, Rome? That is what they do, and they're going to force the hand upon High Caliber.
Now the question is High Caliber going to be pulling out some interesting bans? It looks like no, it's going to be pretty standard. So Sigrid and Lancer, and anytime things are standard, I'm going to be honest, that's where Blackhand end up being most comfortable. Normally when things get a little bit strange is when they start to struggle. But I mean, that's not going to be the case. They're going to have that glitch, which means that they're not going to need to pick the Anvil, so they can just go ahead and lock in that Dahlia. And anytime they have the glitch Dahlia, I mean, this team, they win. Simple as that. So I want to see if that's going to be switching up at all, or, you know, if things are going to be running back the same.
and that's funny you say that, because they've been doing this strat for the whole weekend. They think they figured it out, right? But hold up. Here we go. High Caliber have chosen to counter it, but in a different way. Normally people don't pick the Anvil, right, Rome, because of the glitch. But High Caliber is saying, you know what? Let's give it a go. You don't actually expect us to do it, and you want that Anvil, so we're going to take it, and we're going to take the Scorch with it.
Yeah, it's a very interesting situation to go ahead and lock in that Anvil into a glitch, but honestly, I'm not all that mad at it if your last two rogues are pretty good. I mean, if you have other things that counter glitch right here as your final two, then you actually are looking pretty good to go. I mean, the Anvil pick isn't all that bad now that you've got the Vi and the Juke, so the Vi is going to have a whole lot of utility. I mean, look at this team. High Caliber, that's actually a pretty beefy team. I'm going to be completely honest on the side of High Caliber. I mean, oh man, once they get a little bit of armor on that Anvil, once you get some armor on that Scorch, things might start to get a little bit dicey.
Right, and they have the Vi. So
yeah.
I think they got the Vi because when that glitch hack comes in, they can quickly throw a Vipord and a Molly or a Tear Gas, and suddenly that glitch hack didn't work out as you wanted it. So I actually think this is an amazing comp from High Caliber, and this is going to give them the best chance at winning this map finally against Blackhand.
I like it. I honestly like it, and the fact that this team was already able to, in incredible fashion, take out Aerial Arise in Sabotage. I mean, they show that they can definitely put some things together, and now they've got to do it against the best Sabotage team in the game.
They do, and we are straight into this Rome. They are going to meet up in this middle spot. We know how this works on Factory, but this time it's going to be two people on the side of Blackhand, and they take Joker out instantly, and then the Juke drone comes in shortly after, but that won't have any effect.
Yeah, the trade's going to be coming out very, very swiftly, and this is going to be a feeling out process for these teams to start off. I shouldn't be expecting any fast plants really to come out, and already Delina, heavy is the hand. He's going to be using that tier. And, I mean, Delina on the fixer. Do you want to talk about it?
I mean, he is called the body shot king because he does hit the double bodies very, very well. I'm not sure about the headshots, but he did hit it there. And I believe that was a flank, so he was behind the enemy lines at that point. So that's incredible that he's managed to do that already. But the Juke Drone will bait him out, and he should go down it, and he will in good fashion.
Yeah, getting repulsed right on up. Solid play for sure. We love those repulsor plays, as Rugi is going to be the player on Juke right now. As Ink is able to take out Saint, and that's going to be a big down as Rugi now taking out Drew, who right now, I mean, he's been having an MVP performance so far in this tournament.
Drew, certainly so. And if I was High Caliber, I'd make sure to shut down Drew early because he is way too strong on this map.
And now here we go. We've got the squad in High Caliber making their move over toward the site, but what a shot coming in from Delina. On to Joker, able to get him down, and now Canny taking a whole lot of damage. Is he getting shot underneath?
I think he is.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even know you could shoot under those. You learn something new every day.
And it went so well for him that they had to put the shield down just to protect himself, and then that gets broken as well. So that he's getting completely countered, which we could have assumed that was already going to happen, right? We already knew that was going to happen. So they're probably playing as if they don't have a shield, but there comes a headshot from Delena. He must have heard me, Rome.
Yeah, I mean, Delena, he's rated as the best in the game, and anytime you're rated as the best in the game, you got to make best in the game plays just like this one, as they are going to be absolutely wiping out. Oh, man, they absolutely wiped out High Caliber right there. But now they're going to be getting all this map control, and it's just going to be about whether or not they can get this one down. Look at where they're spawning. They're not spawning in the very back. They're spawning at the doorway. That's an issue.
That's an issue. And look at Delena. He's already pushing up, and the bomb is going down. Gronky with the Dalid. Does he die? No, he does not. Just like that, a few headshots, a body shot, and suddenly, Blackhand are 1-0 up. High Caliber need to buck up now and here.
I'm telling you, this is what homework does for you. Blackhand, when Sabotage dropped, they went into customs. They figured out exactly, okay, if we push up to this point, can we force them to spawn over here? If we push up here, where will they spawn? So they knew exactly what to do. And you saw Drew taking out 2 players, hopping over to keep safe Gronky while he was planting that bomb. And hey, here we go. Blackhand already up 1-0 in the mode that they're very comfortable on.
And it's looking like the Delena show to me right here. He wants to finish this quickly, you know, because they're already 1-0 up, and they could be the grand final champions so easily if they win this map. However, if High Caliber take it, then we've got a story underway. But so far, 1-0 Blackhand.
And what are your thoughts about linking to the glitch instead of the fixer to slow people down?
I don't think it's the best one. Maybe it's for the trophies, I guess, or the drone. I'm not seeing why, but linking to Drew is always a good idea so that he can get back up. So I think that's it's more about who they link to, and I think it's Drew. That's why, to get him back alive.
And it's going to be High Caliber trying to make a play, trying to make a push, but it is going to be not going all that well for them for now. Oh my goodness, High Caliber making some plays, and now Delena going to need to hold the line for sure for this squad in Blackhand as the push is coming in, but Ink is already at that inner area. The bomb is not out of the map. Is he going to get wide swung right here? It looks like he might. Delena does hit a body shot, but not able to land the heady. Unfortunate situation for them as High Caliber end up getting flanked in the highway by Drew Whitlock, who is going to be coming in, making some solid. Anvil already has 175 health. Like, Canny knew exactly what he was going to buy the second that he went Anvil.
He did, and actually I liked how High Caliber had that positioning there, and it's unfortunate they didn't manage to capitalize further because Rugi was waiting a really long time for his teammates to get there, and Delena goes down for over-challenge. So it's unfortunate that they've lost the bomb here, and now Blackhand are on the attack, and they are really good at planting. They know how to do it. They have the fixer, they have the glitch. This should be easy for them, but there comes Canny once again, the tank, taking not one, but 2 out, in fact. What an attack.
Yeah, Gronky is able to answer back and get Canny out of there, but just for now, and that's going to be a great job of thwarting this pressure coming in from Blackhand. Delena ends up dropping, and you know, the interesting thing is that this Dahlia, look, they're going to be going for the revive. Look, they're not going to let him get back up. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to let him go down without something special happening. And this is what I'm talking about. This team, they are the best reviving team in Rogue Company history. It's just simple as that. There's been nobody that's even close. They're a team that can go no revives on their team and still in the game with 10 revives. And the Anvil shield is going to be going down. The reveal's coming out. 2 players already down. The hack comes through, but is it going to be enough to stop it? No, it's not. And High Caliber, just like that, answer back. They turn the tides.
Isn't that crazy? The Anvil puts the shield down and plants when they have a glitch. So already we're seeing, actually, it was a bit of a bluff from Blackhand. They said, oh, we'll pick the glitch, you won't pick the Anvil. But they did. They used the shield, and they get the bomb plant down. That is incredible from High Caliber, and 1-1 on the scoreboard already.
And now if Canny gets life drain as well as that 175 armor, I mean, he's literally a tank, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's literally going to be an extremely hard rogue to take out. And so now, I mean, with this situation, I don't even know, man. High Caliber, they've shown they can do it against the best, and they're looking to do it yet again.
I've got a quick question for you, Rome, because I know you're a really big fan of trophies, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Canny should buy some trophies, and then that way the glitch hack either works for the trophies or for the shield? If you glitch hack your trophies, you have the shield, right?
Yeah, I mean, we a lot of times see a lot of these top players upgrading their weapon instead of going for those trophies. you know, I'm not going to tell the pro players what's wrong or right, because listen, if they're all doing it, it's got to be something to it. But yes, I do believe that those trophies are absolutely massive. But you see, it's all gold LMPs right now. This one not upgraded coming in from Joker, but already you see Delina has got it fully upgraded on the tier and the LMP in his back pocket. So I mean, listen, feeling very, very good. Everyone's upgrading the weapons, and that's something you've seen from all the pro players is they upgrade their weapons before they buy utility, and that's kind of mind-blowing to me. But I mean, listen, if all of them are doing it, like I said, it's got to be a reason.
I've got to give Drew his props. I think he actually set that meta.
He did, yeah.
He did, right?
Yep.
So fair enough. He claims he's the best. Now people are copying him. It's all making sense, right? But I loved that shield that Kenny had placed there. That was really good.
Oh, for sure. Trying to hold this down and lock it on up right now as Blackhand. They are oh, man, gonna need to have some quick shots. Nice, able to fry one and fry two, taking him out, and that is just a thing of beauty right there as High Caliber get the wipe. Only one player left, and that's gonna be Ink, and Ink, it looks like he's actually gonna be playing the front side. This is actually genius. He should be able to get a pick, but they might be able to sniff this out and understand that he's here, and there we go. The trade ends up coming out. Ink was able to get the full, but does get traded, and I mean, right now, only one player going to be left up on the side of High Caliber.
And that's what Blackhand are so good at doing. They fight 3v4 on one side, and then one person is making their mark and getting into position just in case it doesn't go well for them. And they always stop that bomb push whenever they get three-man wiped. It's so incredible to watch.
As the repulsor is going to be coming out. The headshot, though, taking out Canny. Doesn't matter how much armor you have in those situations. Tear gas is going to be very effective, though, because right now, High Caliber, I mean, this might be a round win. I mean, look at Gronky. He's not in a great position to try and stop this. It's really going to be all up to Drew. Drew, you want the MVP. You got to make MVP plays. Just like that, he is able to take out one. Now, is that going to be enough? Oh, man, the whiff coming in from Delina, and that's going to be the shield. Do you have a glitch hack? Glitch is down for 2 more seconds, and guess what? No, that's going to be it. High Caliber, they're making this Anvil pick work perfectly. Like, this is absolutely incredible.
Unbelievable. We've now seen 2 plants, both coming off the back of a shield plant. That is what it is about. Kenny knew that if you are going to use your glitch hack too early, I'm going to know that. I'm going to be like you, Gronky. I'm going to take notes of it, of what you've got and what you haven't. And that shield went down instantly, and no glitch hack. We see Ink trying to make a last-ditch attempt at killing the bomb planter, but you can't do it.
I am 95% sure that the shield comes back quicker than the glitch hack.
It does. It does.
Speaking of 95%, I asked Gronky, what are your chances of winning this series? He said 95%. I asked Joker, what are your chances of winning this series? He said 50-50. He said, I think we got it. I think that, you know, we're going to be hitting them with something in Sabo that they weren't expecting. I looked at him and said, all right, I'll just wait to see it. But I mean, listen, Candy told me that before, and he ended up making it come true against Aerial Arise. So maybe it's Joker this time that's just going to be putting my thoughts all the way in the bin.
I'm going to have to say, if High Caliber win this whole series, I'm going to say Candy. Listen, I'm going to say it now. At that point, Canny's the best IGO in the game. For me.
I don't know about that. Maybe I've had the best day, but either way.
Nope, that's for me.
Listen, all about opinions at the end of the day. As simple as that. But I mean, listen, if you're going to come here and win the Summer Series LAN, that would be massive for this High Caliber squad. It would mean literally the world to so many of these players that have grinded so hard. All of these players are just absolute grinders. You look at Rugi, Saint, Joker, Canny, all of them have just been loving Rogue Company competitive, playing it as much as humanly possible. You see the shield already going to be coming out, blocking that doorway, and can they even get in? I don't think they can.
They can't get in. They can't get in.
Oh my goodness, so they have to use the glitch hack to get in.
Yes, and they don't have it.
That's so genius. Like that, like they're actually using glitch, or using Anvil to counter glitch. Like that. Usually it's the other way around, but literally this is what great IGLing does. I mean, you stated it. Canny, he might have.
You see it now.
He might have really had something. Yeah, he might really be onto something.
Joker coming around the corner does almost get Drew, but Drew's gunny is just incredible. When he's under pressure, he always seems to get that kill. And now, Blackhand's still in a good position, but hiding behind that shield. So they have to shoot it down, but they're using it to their advantage at this point.
Look at that. Ronin knife, literally.
No effect.
No effect. 2 shields. Yeah, so... I like this is nice. I'm not gonna lie. And yes, the shield does come back quicker than that hack. Oh, they have no IDs here. Fried, 2 of them. That should 1. That's 2. There you go.
Cannibals is going absolutely insane. The shield plant, the double kill. He's doing it all right now, and his team need to get that positioning because he's done a lot. And now Rugi comes behind Gronky.
They get the flank.
So close. If he hadn't gone down there, they could have taken that bomb all the way. Delena also getting a kill here. So Gronky and Delena clutch in that moment.
very clutch for sure. You can see the Fixer does have this bomb, and now Delina, they might be able to beat them there. They've got the map control. Just throw the smoke, get that bomb down. I don't even know why he popped the ult. You know what I'm saying? But either way, good. Oh, nope, good to go. Molly coming in. They got it!
They got it off!
Oh my goodness!
Unbelievable!
The Molly barely not able to take him out. I think he had like 12 health remaining on the final tick once that bomb plant went through, and you can see they're not happy. They're very like, we should not be 2-2 right now with this squad. Like, you can see Delina's face over there. He is not happy to be in this situation, and the fact that they were able to turn the tides right there, that was absolutely massive from Blackhand.
It was, and just looking at Gronky's face there, he's calculating a lot because this was not the plan. They were looking at getting Anvil themselves, and then it's impenetrable. And so now he's really thinking, okay, 2-2, and now we're going into basically the first round of the game here. So it's only one round left. How can they make this work for them, knowing that there's no counter? It's all about now who makes the right play at the right time. They all have stuff that works for their team.
So much util going to be on both sides now, heading into this 2-2 situation. Delina popping that Fixer ult, trying to make a play happen at the highway. You can see it's going to be the flanking Anvil. I don't know if I've ever said that in my life, but the flanking Anvil is trying to make some plays happen. Shield ends up going down. The glitch hack comes out. Oh, I thought that would have been a big brain play, but no, they are going to get the better. This might be over. Oh, man. The bomb reset. The bomb reset back to the middle of the highway. And that's unfortunate because Blackhand, they've got complete control of their spawn right now. And, I mean, High Caliber, they're going to need to make something happen right here and now, or else this is going to be all over.
They have to jump this wall, ultimately, but Drew is waiting there. He can't get both of them. He does almost.
Drew!
He does! He does get both. He gets traded out, I believe, but he still gets both of them. Ink gets a third one, and just like that, it's over. When we think Blackhand are under it, they just clean up, and you can see the smile on Gronky's face finally coming out because that is the plan right there.
He's smiling, looking directly at Drew, and you can see Drew's locked in. He's saying, listen, I was not going to be losing that. That was 2 times in that map that he killed 2 players hopping over that jump over wall to try and secure that bomb plant, and they were able to make it happen. It was close. They were down 1-2, but guess what? They won 2 rounds in a row. Blackhand showing out and showing up. Now they're up 2-0. Like,
I mean, you're right. MVP Drew right there. There 2 people had to jump over the wall, and they did, and that was the only angle they could have stopped the bomb plant, and he just deletes them. One of them had 150 health when they came over as well, so I can't even describe how good that, like, the talent this guy has is unbelievable.
16 years old and absolutely beaming everybody in sight. I mean, this is his 3rd LAN event now, so you want to talk about comfortable. I mean, you just get more and more comfortable the more repetitions you get at LAN, and I mean, right now, Drew is trying to make history. He is trying to be the only player ever in Rogue Company history to win back-to-back LANs. Nobody else that is on his team can say that because guess what? Drew beat this team at the last LAN and finals. So if now Drew is going to be that factor, I mean, honestly, what more can you say about the kid?
I mean, now it all makes sense, the confidence this guy has. He beat the team that he's currently on last LAN, and now he's with that team, and he beat the team that he was on last LAN with the new team. So, and now he's just beating a team that he basically scrimmed every other day. So he knows them inside out. This has gone perfectly to plan for Drew. He's playing out of his socks right now. Look at this,
man, just taking everybody out. He got all 3. Like, this kid is just absolutely talented, man. It's absolutely beautiful to see him just come out here and flourish with all these players that are just like way older than him, man. He's just absolutely dominating the competition. It is not even close right now. He's definitely my MVP pick so far, but they're up 2-0, and we've seen High Caliber in this position before. Down 0-2 map count, and then they pulled out 3 wins in a row. Granted, you're going to need to do it on a sabotage. If you are the side of High Caliber, do you pick Skyfell coming into this?
I do believe so. Did you see that tactic they had against Aerial Rise? They got 2 free rounds from it going through the Aqua area. They could do that again against Blackhand, but we know what they're like. They always watch and they always learn from their enemies. So knowing that Gronky has seen that play, I wonder if Cannibals is going to think, we can still do it to a certain degree. And don't forget, Aerial Rise did beat Blackhand on that map. Yeah. So they might be thinking, okay, we're better than Aerial Rise, but they beat High Caliber on that map. So naturally, if we pick that map, logically we win it.
Yeah.
So I think that's what the thought is in the thought process is.
And it's kind of wild. I feel like honestly both teams are gonna prefer to go to Skyfell over Hollows in this situation. Like, even though High Caliber is gonna be a lot more confident heading into Skyfell versus Hollows, I still think that on the side of Blackhand, I mean, if you feel like you're good at that map and you practiced it a lot, I mean, why not go ahead and play it? Let's go ahead and look at the map that we are going to be seeing, find out if it's going to be Hollows or Skyfell, and it looks like, ooh, Wanted. We're doing demo. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm used to back-to-back sabotages. We're going to demolition. I forgot. We got back-to-back demos in the middle of this sandwich that is sabotage. So now, High Caliber, you got to take demolitions off of Blackhand and finish off with a sabotage at the end. But it's going to be on Wanted. We've seen literally some crazy stuff on Wanted already today, and the question is, are we going to see that continue right now?
Well, it doesn't go to waste, though. If they do win these 2 rounds, then it will go to that sabotage at the end, and that could be the plan. So
yeah,
that's the end goal, but now we're getting into Wanted, and again, this is another map that we saw Blackhand have a weakness on against Aerial Arise. So
yeah.
This works out in High Caliber's favor. They do have the attacking ban, and if I was them, I think I would ban the res.
I mean, High Caliber struggled on this as well against the Bandits earlier on. You remember they were up 6-0. They were saying, oh, you're shaking. And then all of a sudden, they were the one shaking. It was 6-5. You got Rugi stressing out, putting his hand on his head. And then guess what? A switch just flipped in all of their heads, and they were able to lock it down. You see already High Caliber banning Saint first. Blackhand said, okay, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the Dahlia, and that means High Caliber, they're going to have their pick of the litter of all of the OP rogues out there, and Glitch is going to be the first pick locked in. It's honestly wild seeing Glitch go from 5 months ago being a rogue that's never picked in competitive to all of a sudden a first-round draft pick.
Well, let's not forget that update, that Glitch hack, the universal hack. I think that really brought him into meta.
Yeah.
Because it has a wider usage. You don't have to be in vicinity and put yourself in a dangerous position. So I really like that. And I like the Sigrid because now they have a Breacher at the same time. But on the side of Blackhand, they have the Fixer and Scorch. Very powerful rogues on this map especially.
Precisely. Now, looking at this situation, I do like the Fixer play out of Blackhand because guess what? You will be able to make a whole lot of plays against this High Caliber roster already on that B bomb site. So no snipers coming out on the side of High Caliber to contest Blackhand.
I'm with it.
Well, even on Wanted?
No, do you know what? I'm with it. I know there is the B site long lane that is beautiful to have a sniper with.
Yeah.
But why play their game? If Delena's hitting those shots right now, and we know Rugi can, but they have their own plan, clearly, because they banned the Saint, right? So they don't mind. Okay, cool. Fixer, we're not going to peek you. They have the hack, so you can't see through the smoke. I think they have a game plan, and they're hoping it's going to work. But the Dima does come, and the Chak. These two compositions, you know, I love when the res is banned, because on both sides, because then we get to see just powerful rogues on the map, and so much dangerous stuff can happen.
Yeah, and looking at the Dima pick coming out of Blackhand, I mean, that means they are going to have those double EMPs. They also have the flashes and the Fixer ult, of course. So I do like this composition out of Blackhand. They are on the defensive side first. This is interesting because there's no trophies on the map, so there's going to be a whole lot of util dumping going on that A site and that B site. Honestly, both of these sites are going to be very, very hard for the offensive team to work, so I want to see what exactly High Caliber is going to do because, I mean, there's no intel on the map. I mean, if you want to call Dima intel just because if he throws an EMP and hits you, you're revealed for a little bit, then that's fine. But that's not really considered intel on the map.
No, I agree. I think intel is defined by having it as your ultimate when it recharges, and it has a certain power level to it. So Dima is good, though. They do tend to use Dima on this map because he can just stop the bomb plant so easily. But that glitch hack is going to make that very, very difficult. So we come into this round now, first round on the map, and if Blackhand win this, they win it all, right, Ro?
Yeah, it's over. Like, simple as that. I mean, I'm going to be honest, Blackhand, they want to end this in 3-0 fashion. They do not want to see any extra maps. They're ready to rock and roll. Simple as that. So I want to see exactly if this squad is going to be able to make something happen. I mean, High Caliber going to need to figure out exactly how they're going to break into this point. You can already see the rat spot that most likely Drew is going to be in over at this A site, which is going to make it extremely hard to push in. And he's also got Ink waiting behind him. So, I mean, this squad in Blackhand, they're set up nice.
I believe it's Gronky there this time. They switched it up from how they used to do it. And I think that's because Drew will show himself. And they won't think, but the molly does come out. Does it come out effective? No. So the bomb didn't go down, and it stopped the plant. So the spot did work, but what will High Caliber do now? They only have 40 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and they haven't been able to gain any ground. They got control of the library at the start of the round and haven't been able to do anything with it. The glitch hack is pretty much all this squad is going to be able to bank on at this point. But guess what? There's a demo ult, and you don't have trophies, and there's 25 seconds. Yeah, that's a waste. Do not waste that demo ult, Drew.
I wanted to see if it worked. I wanted to see if it worked,
No, it was lined up nice, but with 25 seconds left, they have to go for the bomb eventually, and it looks like the repulse play is going to be coming out as they are going to be pushing the site with 13. Now's the demult. It's going to be coming in at any point in time. Didn't even need it. Look at that. They just wiped him out with pistols.
I think everyone on their team got to kill their bar, Gronky, so that was unbelievable. And we're seeing some sort of emoting going on, a little bit of conversation in the game. It does help. It does help in getting in the enemy's head.
Yeah.
Because they had a whole strat, right? They picked they banned the res, they got some awkward rogues, and Blackhand said, well, you still can't plant.
I just don't understand what the thought process was behind this draft coming in from High Caliber. Like, it's a tough situation because, as I stated, you know, there's no trophies on the map. Getting to that bomb site is just going to be oh so hard. Just because, I mean, there's going to be all this util coming at you. You're going to be having the molly, you're going to be having flashes, you're going to be having a Simtex, you're going to be having a C4, a Demult, a nade. Like, they've got so much to throw at you, and you have
that's
nothing.
The whole arsenal right there.
Yeah, and if you're going to be waiting until 20 seconds left to try and plant the bomb, like, this is not going to work out. You see already, Canny does go down, but they're going to be able to hand-res that and get him up. Blackhand, they're smart. They're not going to risk it and try to do some unruly push into Library. You see the Demult already coming out, and he is able to reach down Candy. Look at Drew dancing. Like, bro, if that's not vibing, I don't know what is.
And poor Canny on the other side is just getting knocked after knocked after knocked. And Delena got a bit over ambitious there. He just jumps through the window, but Ink does get Saint TK as well, so that does even it up. And actually, it's a 3v3. So they get the res, and now we'll see what they do. They have 1 minute on the board.
I'm going to be honest, Delena, there was no reason to hop in there, especially when you heard the Ronin knife. Like, just literally walked right into it. But, you know, hey, listen, when you're the best player in the game, I guess you can take those risks. Maybe you just thought, you know what, I'm better than the Ronin knife. But no, that is not going to be the case. 2v2 situation right now for the Juke and the Sigrid, as it looks like Gronky is going to be able to get the better, and now it's going to be Gronky and Drew all going up against Candy, and up, up, up. Here we go. Doing the slide, feeling good. Oh, man, the emotes are coming out. This squad's up 3-0, only 4 rounds away from being our champions.
I just can't understand it, Rome. They're in a 2v2 situation for about 30 seconds, right? How are they not together at this point? Drew is literally dancing
in a 3v3
while they're all fighting.
Like, yeah, this squad, they are confident. They're essentially already crowning themselves champions. They're feeling oh so good right now.
You know what? You don't have to like anybody in life, but you've got to respect that, right?
Yeah.
He knows how good he is. He's literally dancing because he's so good at this game that he can actually just kick it in and get the kills, and he does. He literally destroys Canny whilst the other player is also killed in the 1v1. So Blackhand are winning 1v1s in a 2v2 situation. It's actually unbelievable.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful to witness for sure. The growth of Drew Whitlock coming from literally the bottom. Like, if you talk about starting from the bottom, that is literally Drew in competitive Rogue Company. He started playing when he was 15 competitive, January 2021. He was getting almost last place in these tournaments, and then now, guess what? He's on the verge of being the only back-to-back champion in Rogue Company history.
He is, and oh, here we go. High Caliber have a different thing on their mind, and they don't want that to happen. 1-2, and now we can start to get into this. Okay, we can understand they lost the pistol round, and then they lose the round after, but let's have a little listen in and see what they're thinking on the other side.
I'm not a one-trick buddy.
Yo, listen, let's they're not juke joining the site. So Delena, you're gonna come with me and Ink. Drew, you're playing like mid and B, okay? You heard, Drew?
Where am I going?
We're all ratting at this spot right here. Right at the door. Trigger control, when we get our kill in full, you are smoke ulting Delena so we can get out, okay? Yes, Delena? Like, why am I getting a shirt? Come on, everybody up here. Don't go left, Right here, yep, and not go right. Everybody, trigger control, Ink. And move left, Delena. The library can see you.
I like my trigger control.
Pistol.
Shut up.
I'm watching hard left. Call out library, because I'm not looking.
Oh, shit.
Now get out.
Got the full. I can't smoke.
I got out.
I'm still staying close. I didn't get out, alright?
Can I instant free to get out? Like, I feel like...
I want to just stay.
Okay. What do you see, Drew? Middle.
Mid.
I just got darted. Under window. You can res me too, though.
Last guy juke, stay alive. I'm resing. Not with you guys. Where's juke? Call out.
Right
Quick, call out.
here.
Let's go.
That's gonna hurt our reputation.
What's that?
Yo, they're gonna try to change something
Oh,
up.
I forgot I got my new emote.
Listen, they might go B this round. Drew, where have you been playing B?
Top.
Okay.
Wow. When after a round in the grand finals, you're saying, oh, I forgot I got that new emote. Like, Drew is just having a ball. You even see his whole team is all serious, talking strategy, talking about how we're going to lock it down. And what's Drew doing? He's just up top overlooking the site, just having a ball dancing. He is literally vibing out. He is having fun. He's a 16-year-old kid. You can't blame him. Have fun, talk your trash, and win games. That's exactly what he's doing right now.
And that's what it's about, right? And ultimately, we can learn from what he's doing. He's being comfortable.
Yeah.
Last LAN, he wasn't comfortable, but this LAN, I mean, if that's not comfortable, what is? They don't have a sniper, so he said, you know what?
Chicken.
I'm going to dance. If you don't pick a tier, I'm going to dance right in front of you where you could have sniped me, and that's what he's doing. So I rate that. I rate that a lot.
He's literally punishing them by dancing in front of them because they didn't pick a sniper. That's literally what he's doing right now. And oh, man, that is very interesting because he gave away his position. So they know he's up there now. The question is, what are they going to do about it? Look at the knife.
Oh, my goodness. Saint TK
what was
is
Delena looking
so
at?
good with the Ronin knife, though. He constantly gets killed. And Ink goes down as well. Gronky, hello, Gronky, hello. Did you not just see that man go down from the same angle? He literally went and stood in the same exact position. He probably wanted to do the revive. You know how he is. But that's going to be the round probably, unless a 2v4 now. So he did get the res, and we have seen it before, right?
Yeah, Drew went and got the revive, and I'm going to be honest. If they lose this round, I don't know if we're going to be seeing much dancing coming out of Drew anymore. But then again, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, who knows? Confidence is key, as we stated, but that is going to be Drew getting wiped out. Now all that's going to be left is the fixer in Delena. And, yeah, this is going to be a 3-2 situation.
It is. I mean, if it was maybe the other way around where he's defending the bomb, we have seen Slop do it. But when you're trying to kill everybody and then defuse it with just a tier in your hand, I don't think that's going to be possible. But he probably will get this knock as well. He will because of the fixer ult, but then he will fall straight after. So that's 2-3 in the favor of Blackhand. And High Caliber look locked in.
Yeah, they look very locked in. And the thing is that, as I stated, they've been in this situation before, down 0-2, facing elimination, and that is where they were able to shine. Look at Drew. He is peeking over, looking at him. He's checking body language, trying to see exactly how they're doing. Look at him. He talked to Gronky. Now he's good to go. That's what you want to see. He's about to lock in, and I think we're going to see a different Drew this round.
I agree. I respect the fact how they let him be his own person.
Yes.
And it's what I really like that type of IGLing because it's let him do what he wants and perform the ultimate best in this tournament.
Joker has no glitch skin. I'm disappointed. Like, out of everything I'm noticing, I'm disappointed, Joker. Like, we got to get some type of a skin on you, buddy.
Trust, especially when he's getting kills like he is. You would imagine that he's played that rogue before, so maybe get a skin Joker if he's going to look big on the big stage. But we are in the 2-3 situation. This is the 6th round, and the bomb goes down instantly for High Caliber. What a plant.
Yeah, with the Sigurd shield, beautiful stuff going to be coming out. And now, I mean, this squad, they still have the Fixer ult. The hack already came through as well. So, I mean, if they move fast, this might actually work out for them. Rugi has an arbitrator, so you're not going to be pushing into that corner. Drew is playing with fire right now at this position, is able to force Saint out, and guess what? That was a beautiful Deem ult, is going to be able to take him out. Rugi gets one down. Canny matches him with another. Delena falls, and now it's going to be a 1v2 situation for the Scorch right now. Tough scenes for sure, as they understand exactly where he's going to be at.
Yes, and that was a close one. It did switch to the Chak as the Scorch goes down. The Chak self-revived. But it's an interesting round there. It seemed like Drew was fighting 4 people at one point. Am I right?
Yeah.
If his team had just got there quick enough, I think they would have won that. He literally made one person weak, one person revealed, and then did the demote, got a knock. He needed help that round. But 3-3, High Caliber doing a lot. And now the composition they chose makes a lot of sense because now they spread it to the other bomb sites where Blackhand are going to find that very difficult to do.
Yeah, and now switching over to where Blackhand is on the offensive. Essentially, their game plan is going to be go to A, util dump out the back, EMP check everything, and get that bomb down with your Scorch.
You made it sound like clockwork, right?
I mean, what else are they going to do at this point? Look at them going straight over to A. They've got a nade instead of an EMP, which is kind of interesting from Drew, but still, you can already see cooking the nade. They're just going to util dump. Saints,
oh, my goodness.
Saints still alive? Wow, okay. Thought that nade was going to be pretty solid. You see the glitch hack is going to be coming out, but the bomb already down.
It is already down, and that was in quick fashion. And they did this exact same play against RCCS. They pushed in and got the bomb down instantly. They didn't wait for any util to be thrown, and they pretended like it was going to be slow, and they just got the bomb down instantly. And I love that in this pistol round. It's the only round you can actually do it in.
Yeah, precisely as now. About 30 seconds left on this bomb timer, 4v4 situations, and this is where High Caliber are really going to be struggling, simply because, I mean, once you push in, it's just so much util, and that's exactly what they got met with. The Dima ult first, and now it's going to be the Warrant dropping Canny, and this team in High Caliber looking a little bit shaky on the defensive side. Like I said, this squad in Blackhand, they drafted a team that, in my opinion, is good on offense and defense. It just has so much util in this composition with a fixer that you're just really able to counter so many plays that this High Caliber roster is making.
I can't help but think, Rome, that maybe instead of the Sigrid, an Anvil could have been the play here because it's a bigger shield.
Yeah.
And you have the trophies, man, because then they can't molly you, and you have the glitch. So I think that could have been an issue here, but I might be speaking too early. We're still very much so in this game, and it's 3-4 to Blackhand.
Oh yeah, I mean, I like the thought process, honestly, with the Anvil, simply because we saw, I believe it was Aerial Arise and Story pulling out the Anvil on this map, and they were able to get the bomb down quite a bit. Because right now it is going to be Delina all alone on this B street, excuse me, trying to lock this down. Might be able to get the sneak plant in, and it looks like they're already rotating over. Yeah, he got the sneak plant in. Beautiful stuff coming out of Delina, and now Delina's just going to back up. That's all they got to do. They literally just got to get to their spawn. Once the fixer's in their spawn, they should be able to clear this one out. Ink on the chalk is going to need to go massive, and he's able to get one, but the trade does come in, and you're going to need to hand-res that, because guess what? No revives are on the map. Delina is going to be whipping that shot right now. Beautiful beams coming out of Gronky, able to take out Saint and Joker in succession. 3v2 situation now in favor of Blackhand.
And that hand res just took so long, it meant that his teammates were going to fall down in the process, and they get the res and just get killed instantly. Gronky
with a
showing
4-piece.
up. Yeah, Gronky showed up that round. I got to give it to him. That was unbelievable gun skill.
You don't see many rounds where Gronky's able to pick up all 4, and guess what? I'm sure that this squad in Blackhand are going to be very, very happy, but High Caliber are going to need to be the roster to make an incredible comeback, so let's go ahead and listen in with High Caliber.
Is Fixer always starting the opposite side? Like you're just getting that lucky with the read that we're gonna fight? Like,
nah, they just adapted.
That's fucking annoying.
Like I think they like tried to show all 4 landings. So
Ronan and Sigurd go here and hold it better than you held it last time.
okay.
I mean, they Fixer ult us. Like it's hard.
Yeah.
Tell him when he fixer ult, he has a fucking glitch hack.
Okay,
fixer
but they
ult
had the
should be a
bump down by
problem.
then. That's what I'm saying.
I see him. I see 2, 3.
I have one. I have one over here.
Okay.
It's Delina.
Okay.
Yeah, I got chalk over here for sure.
Someone wrap to our spawn and I can bait him.
Flashing.
Someone wrap to our deep spawn. Go into my deep spawn.
Right in front of me.
Go into my deep
One
spawn.
at
I'm gonna
80,
show my
80, going
rotation.
back upstairs.
You rat him. Oh
Fixer ult
my
to base
god,
A.
he pushed. He's one shot.
But rotating.
Yeah.
Get out. Mid door.
All right, Dima's in mid right now, nading me. Watch out. I don't know where they are, but Dima was our rectangle.
The fixer's still mid door.
I saw one deep on their B.
Yeah, Dima went into building. Window.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the back.
Alright.
I'm one.
Watch the cross. Oh fuck.
He's literally holding me.
I know. Okay.
I'm in such a bad spot right now.
We need a guy on AC if we don't have one there.
Delana's middle.
They're here.
Rotate, Kenny. Rotate. I'm about to go for a flank.
Ricky, get behind truck.
Here, I'm coming too. When they try to cross the site, I can smoke them off, but I don't know if Fixer probably got ult again. I don't even know if they're here.
One's in the library, I think.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I hear that.
It sounds like one's in the library, one's in.
Dead.
Nice, that's one.
They have to hand-res that. Watch the cross. They're trying to cross.
20 seconds, let him hand res.
Don't let him
20
cross.
seconds,
He's
let him
crossing
hand
1 HP.
20 seconds, let him hand res. Fixer in the window.
I have 5
still.
seconds on my nade. They're going to have to plant.
Look at Joker.
They're gonna
They know I'm behind them because I hacked the fixer.
You
I'm
still
going
need
back
just 10 seconds. You need to still push with us, Joker. I'm playing for you.
Just open mid door, Joker. Maybe.
It's already open.
Planning.
Dead. We start. Playtime.
Roll down from window. Dead.
Fucking shit on. Shitty
Yeah.
butt.
Shit.
Like I wanted to bait Delina on the Delina takes bomb.
That's going to be High Caliber being able to pick up the round. I like the comms coming out. They understood there's very little time left. Canny said, listen, 22 seconds, make them hand res, make it a 2v4 situation for the next 5 seconds, because then they only got 10 to plant it. You got the juke drones, you got the util, and just like that, they were able to pick up the round.
They were, and just looking at that scoreboard there, Rome, it's equal across the board for both teams. They have similar stats from if you mirror them both. So they are very, very evenly matched here at the moment, and I'm loving that because it's showing in the scoreboard and it's showing in the rounds. That last round went down to the last 3 seconds, basically. They said, stay alive, stay alive. We've got 4 seconds left. So this is how close this is, but this is the grand finals, and Blackhand are only 2 rounds away from taking it all.
Yes, and you understand when they're in a situation like this squad is going to be locked in. They do not want even a one slight chance that this squad is able to make a comeback. They are trying to absolutely try their hardest. Oh, man, Joker on the flank. This could be huge because guess what? That padded, the almighty padded, as Sonic likes to say, is going to be coming into play. The pinch is going to be coming out, but Delina already gets a pick onto Kenny. They're going to need to hand rest that while the play is coming in from Joker. Right now, honestly, Joker's going to need to get a full kill or else this one's over. And yeah, he is able. No! He lets Drew get away, and now he's got to win the 1v1 outside. He is able to come right back up and take out Drew. That he distracted them long enough, and now the 1v1 against Delina gets taken out. Blackhand wipe away that attempt. It was a good flank attempt coming in from Joker, but Blackhand just seemed all ready for it.
I think he was terribly let down by his team there. All they had to do was stay alive and slightly push.
Yeah.
And Blackhand would have gone back straight into Joker's hand. Like, he must be so frustrated there because he literally waited in their spawn right behind them for a good 15 seconds and his teammates just dropped. And as soon as he got a pick, it was over because they were all dead.
Oh, yeah, precisely. And now, I mean, coming into this one, Blackhand only 1 round away from being your RCCS Summer Series 18K champions, the biggest prize pool ever in Rogue Company history. This squad 1 round away from that $8,000 prize. They are oh so locked in, ready to push out this A site potentially for the final time.
Right, and High Caliber have to play perfectly from here on out. Like you said, 1 round away. But they're doing that strat away. They're doing that strat right there. They're going to be close together.
But the fixer ult in the middle? Oh, but they get the down. They got the stick.
Yes,
that's going to be absolutely huge because now Drew's got to look over. He does have that demold. They're going to get the full. Canny ends up down in Gronky as well. And just like that, High Caliber answer back in very, very quick fashion.
That was amazing. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Everyone died basically 5 meters away from each other in the space of 10 seconds. And that's how quickly it can slip away like that, right? If that happens again, it's suddenly sudden death and the last round takes it home. So High Caliber locking in right now. We saw them use Gronky's position there as well on that round. So they've got a lot up their sleeve. I wonder if they have something planned for this round.
They are going to need something up their sleeve every round left. They're going to need to win 2 in a row. And this Blackhand roster, I'm pretty sure they're just going to be going with the same thing, pushing out the A site. But this time they're going to say, you know what, do it better. Kind of like what Kenny said. You know what, whatever you were doing, do that same thing, just do it better. Like, as simple as that. That's all they got to do. And right now, I was wrong. They're going to be heading right over to B, and it's going to be all up to Kenny to stop this push.
Do you think they're doing some sort of bait and switch? Because this doesn't seem right. They haven't
Scorch isn't with them? Oh, no, they
the
are.
Bomb
they
is going
get the
down.
bomb down. Yeah. Okay, you are right. It wasn't going to be a bait and switch. They just straight up got that bomb down with that fixer ult. And now, if you're the sniper, if you're Delina and the fixer, it's your job to get on back up to the top. And oh my goodness, he is already on it. And that's a Sigrid on the bomb. Can they get him off? No, they can't. And we're going 6-6, GK.
Unbelievable. We said it. You got to play perfect. And that doesn't excuse the fact that Blackhand have to play perfect too. Because
did they forget? Like, I don't know if they forgot they had a Sigrid or what.
I think it was a case of miscommunication because obviously the fixer couldn't stop it. And everyone
Demold can.
The Demold could make... I don't know if Drew has EMPs.
I mean, maybe EMP aside, you put a demolt on top of a Sigurd's head. You can't block a shield every other way. So, you know, it's going to be an elimination that you get, and they just didn't use it. I don't think that they realized that they were on the bomb until it was too late.
Right, we almost didn't realize, and we were watching it all. So it was really a ninja defuse, right? So, and maybe Drew couldn't get the angle that he required to get that kill because the bomb was planted super awkwardly, and that's not why you do it normally.
As now it is going to be Blackhand heading over to this A site. Saint DK going to be on that Ronin, locked in, waiting, ready to make a play happen. The smoke is going to be coming out. Not sure why you would throw a smoke when they just fixer ulted, but potentially might work out for him. Need to win the 1v1, is able to win one, but the trade is going to be coming out. 3v3 situation. That's going to be Drew dropping as well. Another trade, 2v2. This could be it right here and now. Delina is able to take one out. All that's going to be left is going to be Canny in the 1v1. Canny against Delina. This one, it's got to be a massive play. He's going to be wide swinging. He's going for the headshot. It's 6-6 and no. Woo! Oh my goodness, High Caliber They've just forced another map.
And that's what we're talking about, Rome. Not giving up and fighting right till the end. That was a 1v1 situation. Delana versus Canny, no U2 involved. And normally we do see U2 involved in these 1v1s, but that was straight gun skill.
I'm going to be honest. Delana, you got to pull out the pistol there. Like, that is, if you want to talk about an ego chow, that is literally an ego chow for $8,000. That is what he did. He said, you know what, the second you peek, I'm going to take it off your head. Wasn't able to, though, and oh, that is just unfortunate. If he had the pistol out, it might have been a different game, but listen, Delana, he went for the superstar play. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not all that mad at him because if we ended the summer series on a crazy snipe, I mean, listen, how better of a way to end it on?
Right, and I think you're even more so right because he had the warrant in his back pocket. It's like the best pistol
Yeah.
in that situation, that close range. It can fight against any gun, but Cannibals did play it well. He barely showed his head, and he did the head glitch up and down. So well played, and I respect the fact they didn't give up. They kept going, and they clutched up. We're going to another map.
Here we go. We're not done yet. A lot of people thought it was going to be over when they were up 6-4, but now, guess what? 3 rounds in a row coming in from High Caliber. They are forcing the issue. They are not going away quietly in the night. It's been a long day, but guess what? We've got more Rogue coming and another demolition map on the horizon.
Right, and this next one is going to be crucial. Once again, it's sudden death for High Caliber all the way until the last map. So
look at this. I want to see what exactly happened from this POV. So you got the extra armor and still, yeah, it's just not going to be enough. That was just Canny having a solid play, being confident in his ability to take him out, and he did just that.
Right, and Delana also confident in his ability, but not able to take him out. I mean, he wide swings with a tear in his hand. He's trying to have fun too, right? They really do think they've won this map. Drew was dancing for about 40% of the game.
Yeah.
And now they lost it. So I think Gronky and Ink will probably be like, okay, we did see your screen, Drew. Can you now lock in? Because when you do lock in, they probably have no chance.
And now we're going to be heading over to Hollow's Demolition. This one right here is a Blackhand bread and butter map. They absolutely love this map in Demolition, and now they have the chance to end the entire series on this map right here. And now I'm going to be excited to see what exactly the picks are that are going to be coming out for this roster because I mean, if you look at the situation, Blackhand has the favored side right now. They're going to be having the offensive pick on a pretty evenly skilled map when it comes to offense and defense. So, I mean, if you have that offensive pick, it's really just going to be about having that big advantage in the draft. And anytime Blackhand have an advantage in the draft, I mean, things honestly work out for them more often than not.
Right, and I have a little prediction here, Rome, okay? I'm going to call it early. I think that, I mean, the first prediction is pretty obvious. I think Sigrid's going to be banned from Blackhand, right? And then we go to High Caliber. I think they ban the Chak, and I think, I don't know, actually, I'm getting into this, but I think, I'm going to say, I think Blackhand go double res. That's where I'm ultimately leading to. I think Blackhand go double res, and I think that's the reason that High Caliber are going to ban the Chak so they don't get the triple res. That's my prediction for this. It's complicated.
It is complicated. It is an interesting take, to say the least. I think banning maybe the Dahlia might be a good play as well. I mean, even if you leave Sigrid open, I don't know if Blackhand are going to lock that in the first swing of things. I mean, we just got to wait and see what exactly the bans are going to be. As right now, Blackhand, they are going to have that favored offensive side. So, I mean, listen, if they lose on this map specifically, having the favored side, like Blackhand, they are going to be very, very down bad heading into a final map. Like, my goodness, if this comes down to a sabotage to win it all, like, I don't even know what to say at that point.
And the last Sabo, let's not get them wrong. We did say Blackhand are the best sabotage team in the game. However, that last sabotage, that went 3-2. That went the absolute distance. So I wouldn't put it past High Caliber to win that. But Blackhand doing the obvious ban that we've seen all day, all weekend. Sigrid, they don't want to see anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Now, the real interesting ban here. High Caliber. What can they do that's different? They need to change it up because these teams have been scrimming for so long.
Are you going to ban Dahlia to force the... Yes, you are! I called it! I literally called it. You're going to ban Dahlia to either force Blackhand to first pick Saint, which you never want to do, or just go ahead and give you the Saint on the second pick, essentially like they picked a Dahlia. So I like the ban coming in from High Caliber. It's a smart one in my opinion, and now we get to see exactly what Blackhand is going to try and decide to do. Are they going to lock in that Saint or not? That is the big dilemma that they have. I mean, Scorch Saint isn't a bad idea, and hey, you might be onto something.
I mean, we both might be onto something here. You did call the Dahlia, and there it is.
Yep.
Saint Scorch. We've been here before, right?
Yeah.
We can kind of get a gist of what they're going to do here. But
Yeah.
High Caliber, I haven't got a grip on what they're doing. They've switched it up. I thought they were going to ban Chak. They banned Dahlia. So now they have no res by their choice, right? So it's going to be interesting. I believe you got to pick the glitch here. It's just been such a strong rogue.
Glitch Ronin.
Ronin. That was the other one. Ronin is such a strong rogue on this map. I think we were talking about this outside the game. You can stop the bomb at any time you want. It is so many kills. And Saint TK, he's one of the best with the Ronin knives I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and this is also going to be giving Canny the option to potentially go on that chalk on the back end. We all know he likes to play that chalk because he even said, if I can be the IGL and not have to tell my entry fragger to go ahead and start making a play, I can just start the play and tell my team to back me up immediately. There's no lag, as he said. Everything's instant, and that might be what we're going to see out of this high caliber roster.
Yeah, I agree, and I like that kind of...
Oh, they took it from him. Blackhand. So they're going with the Scorch and the Chalk along with a Juke. This is a lot of firepower going to be coming out of Blackhand.
I can't figure out if that's a counter against Canny just constantly playing Chalk at a very high level, or that's because they're comfortable with the Rogue too. And they took Juke away, which is two rogues that High Caliber have been constantly playing in this tournament. Juke and
Are they going to
Jack.
pick Dallas?
I think so. I think so.
That is, it's an interesting pick, but right now I'm thinking about it.
But the Molotov doesn't have any effect because of the Scorch, so maybe not. The Fixer, I think we could have called that. But this last one...
Anvil, there we go.
I knew it.
Wow, so they're going to be pulling out the Glitch Anvil combination. That is... I knew the last pick was going to be something wonky just because of the situation that they were in with the draft. Oh, man, now... I'm going to be honest, I don't know, man. This is either going to go very south or very north for High Caliber. I don't really see a close game happening. This is either going to be a blowout one way or another.
Right, and I can see why you're saying that, because High Caliber's rogues are all very powerful, but they're all very solitary.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to get to each other and res. You're not going to see a Fixer go to res a Ronin because the Ronin's ratting up front and the Fixer's back. Glitch is normally flanking, and then we have the Anvil who's just way too slow to do so anyway.
There's no revive perks on this team of High Caliber whatsoever. Like, no faster revive, anything. So Drew being on that Saint is going to need to have a solid performance. If Drew doesn't drop at least 8 revives right here, I don't know, man. If you're the only revive on the map, the only person with lifeline, you got to be able to get those reses in.
And you got to think, actually, they do have the Chak as well, so they basically have 1.5. Oh, he's popping the ult straight away. This is a little strat going on here. They have the drone come through. They have the flash come through. He almost flashes himself. And do they take the back spawn here?
That's like a draft tourney strat right there. Just go ahead and hit the zip line pistol round because you understand it's going to be pretty hard to stop it. But guess what? Joker ends up taking out Gronky, and oh man, Saint answering right back. This one fell apart for Blackhand oh so quickly.
Saint does fall straight after, and he is traded, and the Saint drone comes out, so that's unbelievable. And both of them come jumping around the corner. Drew and Delena, that was unbelievable. Canny and Joker still alive, though, however. 1v2 situation for Drew.
Is Drew going to be able to clutch it up? He says he wants to be the MVP of this tournament. Well, guess what? Let's see an MVP type of play. Are they going to give him the bomb? They are. So they're just going to actually give him the bomb, which was an interesting situation. One player extremely low. Drew not going to be able to clean up both those. High Caliber get the round 1 win.
You got to think, if Drew had another gun in his hand, he might have been able to do something different there. Or if he was another rogue, because they were running straight at him, and he did a lot previous to that with Delena making that trade, but unfortunately Delena went down, and he put Drew in a 1v2 situation. And High Caliber, they're not having it. They're gonna clean that up because they're here to win. So 1-0 High Caliber. Who would have thought it?
I'm going to be honest, that play was wild. To just take the zip line. When I said that was a draft tourney strat, I wasn't kidding. That's literally something
we've seen
that
it. Yeah, we've seen it.
Yeah, you don't do that in 10Ks. You don't do that in lands. But guess what? I mean, listen, they're trying to pull it out here. And honestly, it caught us off guard. So I know it caught High Caliber off guard, too.
They thought the Chak ult would make it all happen, but it didn't quite happen. I don't even think, maybe that doesn't sound like a Gronky play to me. It sounds like someone else's play. So,
yeah, someone else. Yeah,
I'm not going to name anybody, but
Yeah.
it sounds like somebody else's play. Saint TK now holding down the mid lane. He clearly has a sniper because they won that round. And this is going to be tough for them. Oh, you've got to hit that headshot, Saint, because that would make the game change.
Yeah, it would essentially delay it. I mean, they would have been able to probably get that revive up, but either way, they probably still could have applied some pressure. The flanking Ronin is going to be on the map, looking good, feeling good. Saint does down Delena, and we already know that once you go down, you might not get back up, but it looks like the best reviving team in the game are going to be able to get him right on back.
Right, and they did glitch hack that Saint drone, and that is the play normally, but they I mean, if they didn't want him to get up, they had to push it, but that was way too dangerous. So fair enough to them. 45 seconds left on the clock. High Caliber have done a good job of putting pressure on Blackhand to get this bomb down, and now they have basically one phase to do it. They have 35 seconds it's coming up to.
Yeah, and it looks like the rotation's going to be coming in, but they're going to get dropped on the way there, and that's all 4 players for Blackhand getting taken out. And right now, High Caliber up 2-0. They're feeling pretty good.
I mean, Joker's doing exactly what I'm doing, my hand in the air. I mean, I know we were joking about it being a draft tournament play, but even that second one just there, I think we just saw 3 people run
down mid, and nobody was looking up top middle.
Or even throw a bit of util just to allow you to run there. Are they trolling, Rome, or are they just not locked in because they already thought they won?
Listen, I'm not going to say they're trolling. There's $8,000 on the line for first place.
Hey, Drew was emoting for the whole of the last game, so anything's possible, but
yeah.
I get what you mean.
Yeah,
I get what you mean.
I know one thing, High Caliber, they ain't trolling. They're trying to win every single round, period. They're not going to be messing around whatsoever. If they force a map 5, oh my goodness, I don't even know what to say at that point. But right now, Joker on the Ronin is going to be in a flanking position. And the thing is, are they going to be opening that door to potentially have a pinch? But it looks like that's not going to be the case. It's going to be a straight up 4v, and Saint drops Gronky on that bomb site yet again. That was a massive, massive pick.
And we see that shield roam. The Anvil shield is actually blocking off inner, which is unbelievable. It only allows Blackhand to maybe take crane control because that shield is such an awkward position, and they only have 2 places to hold the bomb after. This fixer as well. Spectacular, but Drew Whitlock with the tracker rounds. He saw it coming.
Yeah, Drew actually shot him in between the crack of the Anvil shield. So he was right behind it, just waiting for his opportunity to strike. Is right now, 2v2 situation, but make it a 3v2 because guess what? The best reviving team in the game, they got another one on their hands, and the bomb is down. I'm pretty sure they realize that there's not going to be a lot of util to get them off of that site, so they are just going to be vibing now, pushing out with this juke drone. It's going to be all up to Joker left by his lonesome, and that's going to be Ink dropping him, taking him out. Blackhand, they're on the board.
It's interesting because I really liked that that shield they placed there because it forces Blackhand to go onto the long outer. But if you were High Caliber, wouldn't you then put a lot of players on that outer because you know the enemy team has to run into you, and they're going to be doing it frantically knowing the shield's there. So maybe even put some pressure on the location you're forcing the enemy to go to. But either way, Blackhand get that round, and Gronky sitting on 0-0-0-0-0-0-1, 19 damage. He needs to get into this game if they want to win it.
You know, I said Drew needs at least 8 revives. He's already got half of that. He's already got 4 to his name. And that's what I'm saying is this team, one thing about specifically Ink, if you notice, he never puts himself out in the open. He always is very, very close to a corner, pretty much all the time. He doesn't ever like running in the open, mainly because if he goes down, he wants to be able to get revived. So that is just such a small thing that a lot of players honestly don't think about in a third-person game. Staying close to those walls, it is much more beneficial than just running out in the open and putting yourself in these positions to literally get taken out before you can get revived.
Especially with these players, Ron. They're literally hitting
every
single shot, and that's the drone, and he does molly it to try and get out, but that's not going to happen at all.
Ink's game sense is absolutely incredible. I mean, listen, the guy's been playing for so long. Double coming out. Rugi drops one with the C4. Saint picks up another. Oh, man. Ink's going to need to get on out of here. Oh, Drew, are you going to be able to get the cleanup? It looks like you are, and now it's a 1v1 situation. Juke in the 1v, the most scary rogue to be in a 1v1 against, and Saint's holding his own, both at about 58 HP. Oh, no revive is going to be coming through. Are you going to be able to get out? Saint trying to hit the snipe with the tier, but that's going to be 2 missing, and he's all down to a warrant. It's a warrant versus an LMPX, and as long as he reloads his LMPX, I mean, Ink should have no problem ego challenging this, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Taking out Saint. Blackhand tying this thing up 2 apiece.
I mean, that looked like it would have been terrifying being Saint in that situation.
Yeah.
You have a sniper and a pistol, and Ink, one of the best movement in the game. He is so good with his movement, and with Juke, left, right, drone, shooting you, he doesn't barely show his body. That must have been absolute hell for Saint TK.
Yeah, and you got to remember Saint TK, he's an MNK player, so all that movement, he's sitting here with his mouse like, where's he at, where's he at, where's he at? Trying to get that tracking on him, but as you stated, Ink literally has had the best movement in the game for probably about a year and a half. Ever since Bopster retired, big shout out to Big Bop, another M&K player. He retired as the best player in the game, and ever since then, it has been Ink that has really been showing out in the movement department. People always say, who is the hardest player to kill? It's Ink. Simple as that. He is just so good in 1v situations. As yet again, it's going to be an A push coming out, but 2 are going to be dropping already as the Saint drone's going to be coming out, and there's no drone on the side of High Caliber, so it's going to need to be a shield res, and that's exactly what they're able to get, is High Caliber dropping Gronky as well. Oh my goodness. What are they doing? They're not able to get the revive. Going for those revives, it was just detrimental for him, and Ink is going to be able to come in. They're going to revive Ink, be good to go. They said, nope, give it to Drew. He's going to be good to go.
We
wow.
see High Caliber laughing here in the bottom left.
Yeah.
And that's because Joker killed Canny with the grenade in that whole thing.
Yeah.
Joker managed to kill Canny with a grenade at the same time that Saint TK went down. It must have been an accident because it might have hooked onto the shield or whatnot. So it's good to see they can laugh about it, but that ultimately, it's not a laughable matter in my opinion. They lose the round because Cannibals has to get res at the same time as Saint TK. They did get a pick off of his C4.
7 revives for Drew already. He said he wanted to make a statement playing revive simply because everyone said he couldn't do it. A lot of people said, you're a runway one trick. You remember that 5 months ago. And then all of a sudden people just said, oh, you can only play fraggers. And now he said, you know what? I can do it all. Drew Whitlock is literally trying to prove that he might be the best player in the game at 16 years old.
Well, do you know what? When you're at the top, Rome, people come for you.
Yep.
But Drew doesn't care. He's still doing his thing. And like you said, you wanted 8 revives. I think he's heard you, mate. He's almost there.
Yeah, you know, making me proud for sure right now is... I mean, that Anvil has 175 health. I just saw all that armor that is going to be on Rugi, and if Rugi has an Arbitrator and 175, might be sitting pretty on this corner right now. Those trophies are going to be coming out as well, you can see, because simply trophies are so massive on this map specifically, because if you have those trophies like against a comp like this comp needs to throw things at you to make a play. Simple as that. So if you got trophies, you know, it's going to be a much better day for you. As already you see the utility coming out, and here comes the play. The flashbangs are out. The Chalk's going to be popping his ult, and here comes Delina, who is going to be absolutely pushing. I mean, we saw it before. Delina, when he's on that Chalk, he can make so many plays happen in such amazing fashion. The res comes through from Drew, yet again getting Delina right on back up. You can see the hand res is trying to come through, and that's just not going to work. You can't have that. As I stated, there are no rogues with fast res on the side of High Caliber, and it showed in that round specifically.
I mean, that's really interesting that they didn't pick any rogues with fast res after banning the res character. I think that is a slip up, and you called it so early on. That round, though, did Blackhand say, you know what, let's just go for TDM. Let's just go for a little quick TDM, because they didn't even go close to planting that bomb. They threw a molly, they threw a flash after getting rid of that one trophy, which he should have had more of by that 6th round.
Yeah.
And they went pedal to the metal. They destroyed them. They have so much armor, toughness, and the Chaco is way too much to deal with from the side of High Caliber.
Precisely, and now this roster on the defensive half. Black Hand now in this pistol round. Let's see what they're going to be doing, as it looks like it is going to...
Oh
no way they're doing it again on the other side. They're literally 4-man ziplining. Like, and now they're going to flip the map. Literally, the map is flipped. What are we doing?
I don't know about you, Rome, but flipping the map when you're on defense
doesn't work out.
Is literally not a play.
Yeah, it doesn't work out for you. Like, the map is designed for the defensive side. So now they're going to be flipping that. It's going to be a very hard situation, but they didn't even get the bomb down yet. That's actually an issue. There's no reason that they shouldn't have had the bomb down, and now Blackhand are going to make them pay for it. You don't have the bomb down, but you set up on the other side of the map already. That is just not what you can do against a squad like Blackhand. You need to get that bomb down and get out, and they were way too timid. That 4-man zipline hit on mid actually worked. Look at Delina laughing. I knew it was his idea. Like I don't want to call out names, but let's be honest. It's got to be Delina. And now let's go ahead and get a listen-in with Blackhand themselves, as they are only 2 rounds away from being your champions.
I don't want to hear it.
You see him?
I'm doing a lot.
Like, Gronk, you're always thinking...
Yeah, he's doing a lot.
I know I am.
You're
like,
always living in the
doing
past.
a lot.
I do not have to be validated by children. Like, I know I'm doing a lot.
Yo, I need comms.
Comms?
Yo, aggro rats A. Ink, you're
No,
in the,
you 3 push A.
No,
Go.
we're aggro ratting. Ink,
Aggro
sit in the Ronin corner, okay, Ink?
Right here.
The Ronin corner where you caught him. Delana, come with me. Delana, come with me. Trigger control on the right here. Or you can go left, but like trigger control it.
I hear him.
Off your shot, I will shoot, Delana. Go, 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 go. Drone him, drone him, drone him.
Got thing. 1 long.
Long.
You can res me, Drew. You can res me, Drew. Free
Dead.
round. Let's go.
Run it again.
One more
Like, the
round.
man just ran in a straight line with an arbitrator. Like,
Bro, you saw them two come short into a furnace? Like,
yes.
hello? Like, I don't get 1,000 damage for that furnace, but, like, I get a free round for it.
You can hear it right there. Blackhand 1 round away from being your champions. You hear it already from the IGL Gronky. I do not need to be validated by children to know that I'm doing a good job. Yes, I might have 400 damage, but guess what? That does not mean anything. He's got 585 now and a down, so now they can't really talk about him sitting on a donut, but either way, a donut doesn't matter. If you have one, you got 0. It literally doesn't matter. You're 1 round away from winning this tournament. $8,000 in your team's pockets.
I mean, even if he had 0 downs, I think that would have been in his favor. That actually is the best IGLing in the whole world.
Yeah.
If you can coordinate your team to do it all for you, unbelievable. But here we go. We still are in this game, 6-2. We've seen comebacks happen before, and that was so close. They almost took out the reviving character. Saint TK, however, will get caught slipping instead, and Ink will get that elimination.
And now, guess what that means? A 3v4 situation in favor of Blackhand. All they've got to do is hold out right now, but a big finish coming in from Canny onto Gronky. A big 1v1 in the middle, gonna be won by Rugi. You can see a couple players gonna be dropping in the kill feed, and that's gonna be leaving Ink all by his lonesome, trying to get this revive. Can he get this one? That would be absolutely massive, and no, it's gonna be shut down. High Caliber, they're still in this one.
Woo, they're still in it, Roman. Rugi with the gunshots. He just fought an LMP with a pistol and won that battle. He's hitting about 20 damage a round, so that is unbelievable and really, really impressive.
Yeah, definitely impressive to say the least. I mean, this squad right here and now, they are going to be looking to make another incredible comeback. High Caliber, you understand exactly what they want to do. They've been in this situation before. I mean, last time it was 6-4, and High Caliber were able to string together 3 rounds to keep in this series, and now, I mean, they might be able to do it again. I'm not going to put it past them, but honestly, this Blackhand roster, the way they've been playing, I think they're going to lock this one up.
Right, and I think I just saw Drew on 10 revives. He's beating the round count, and they're basically half trolling when they're hitting the zipline, but Delena will get back up. Just as I say that, he peeks a sniper in middle, but do they get the bomb down here? I don't like this plant at all, Rome. I don't like this plant. How are you going to defend it from short? I'd love to see how they do this.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very dire situation. It's going to need to be a retake coming in from Blackhand. And here we go. The Chalk is going to be pushing up, and they're going to be getting rid of those trophies. They're checking all their bases, all their corners, and there they go. They've got cut control, which means Delena can hop on the bomb. And as long as they're able to watch over, Blackhand are going to be your 18K Summer Series champions.
They have done it. The #1 seed has come here, and they've fulfilled expectations, Rome. They've come first, just as they should, and in great fashion. They've done it with fun, they've done it with passion, and I'm loving what I'm seeing on the screen right now. Lots of smiles.
Yes, this squad has been known as being a dynasty in Rogue Company, and that dynasty is cemented. This time, they did it with the young gun, Drew Whitlock, in amazing fashion. I mean, listen, you can say it was a little bit close, but honestly, was that really a sweat off of Blackhand's backs? I don't think so. I think they were very, very comfortable in that series, and guess what? They're your champions. Oh, man, couldn't be happier.
They're going home $2,000 richer
Each.
Each. I mean, Rogue Company, good stuff. Hi-Rez, good stuff, because that's amazing. And let's give a shout out for High Caliber. They really did put on a show for us. And they put on a great fight. They almost had it in the sabotage. They almost had it in the demo. And they almost had it again on the comeback. So they tried different things, but ultimately, they just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, I will say High Caliber put on an incredible show, so big shout out to all of them. I mean, throughout the entire day, all the way from the lower bracket to grand finals. You love to see it. So let's go ahead and send it back to the desk for our final analysis.
Blackhand with the win. Heartbreaker, that was incredible. I was getting a little bit nervous towards the end there because the passion of High Caliber was coming back. They were getting some close rounds, but ultimately, Blackhand proved that they're the best. They're here for a reason. They're first seed for a reason.
Oh, without a doubt. And I mean, we came into this thinking they were definitely the favorites, and they have shown us why. And again, I have to give credit though to High Caliber. They came in, and I think they did more than a lot of people expected. And they didn't go down without a fight in this one. You know, if they would have gone down without a single win, there would have been a lot of, oh, you know, should they have really been there? But they managed to take a map. They did manage to take Wanted, and it was a good win. It came into a 1v1 where Kana got to show off, but it wasn't enough, and they do end up losing here in the grand final. And it's Blackhand who walk away with, like they said, a lot more money in their pocket, but High Caliber is getting $4,000 as well. That's $1,000 each. You know, definitely not anything to hang your head about, but great performance here, and we're seeing plenty of it here in these replays.
Yeah, I mean, I think Black Hand came together as a team. You know, we kind of talked about sometimes they troll a little bit. We saw a little bit of that, but ultimately they were able to come together and say, all right, let's close this out. We had that little snipe with Canny and Delana, but they were able to bring it out, and I'm really glad they were able to.
Yeah, and we got to see them, coming in 1-0, that's a pretty big advantage in this series. So you're already on the back foot if you're High Caliber. You come in, you do a decent job in Sabo, but this is a team that is really hard to beat. Black Hand is so hard to beat in that situation, and I mean, a lot of these gunfights we're seeing here in the replays, they are so good, and they just come out on top. So getting wanted, though, it almost seemed like Black Hand wasn't phased. Like they lost it, and I mean, Drew stood up and was waving as if they had won the map, even though they lost wanted. They were so calm, cool, and collected, even though they went down in that map, that you knew they were totally comfortable as they moved forward.
I feel like it was that confidence that we were talking about, where they are a confident team. They know they're the best players in the game. Now they needed to prove that they were the best team in the game, and they did. Now, one thing about High Caliber that I really did like was they were able to show us a lot of different kind of compositions and different things that we really haven't seen before. You know, sometimes when you play at this level and you play the game so much, you kind of get into like a groove of, all right, we're going to go default B, we're going to do this play, you know, we've got this strat. And High Caliber kind of mixed the game up a little bit. It made it fun to watch. These were fun, entertaining games, regardless of who won.
Yeah, and I think that comes into play when you know you're going against a star-studded lineup, right? You know that each player on Black Hand can perform at the highest level as individuals, and so if you can't match them straight up, if you can't match them and what they can do as players, you bring in something exciting. You do it with your mind, with your picks, with your strategies, and unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough in this series.
Now, I want to hear from the team, the winners, the champions themselves. Black Hand, we're going to throw it over for an interview.
Very much, Wolfie and Heartbreaker, and now we are here with your RCCS Grand Finals champions. So first off, I'm going to start off with Ink. I got to ask you, how does it feel to be the only player in Rogue Company history to not lose a LAN event? You didn't play the last one, but you won January, and now you won the Summer Series.
Feels good, man. All I can say is just GOAT, man. But got to shout out my teammates. Couldn't do it without them. It's a team-based game, man.
For sure, for sure. And now, I mean, I got to come to Delana. I mean, listen, you've been rated as the best player in Rogue for about a year now. It's really not really been a contest, but I mean, I got to ask you, now that you're teaming with the young gun Drew Whitlock, was it a little bit of a weight lifted off your shoulders throughout this tournament?
Yeah, I didn't have to carry as hard. I could let Drew do most of the work. It just felt good, not doing all the work.
Hey, listen, it seems like that backpack got a little bit lighter, and now I got to come to the IGL himself, Gronky. What was it like learning a new mode? We saw Sabotage. It was so new in the game when it came out, and it seemed like you just took over. You knew exactly what you wanted to do with Sabotage. What was the difference for you in this squad?
Yeah, I mean, as much as we love demo, we're really like a respawn team. Like we think we're like really good at it if we put in the work, and we really did. Like recently in the past few weeks, we just learned it more than everybody else, and it paid off.
For sure, for sure. And now as GK comes and hands you all your gold medals, I got to come and talk to Drew Whitlock. 16 years old, absolutely having a blast out here. You're dancing, you're vibing in game, you're feeling good. I got to ask you, you got the MVP. So, you told me on Friday you were going to get it. You finally got it. What was the way you were able to get it?
Just my team backing me up every map. We've been scrimming Sabotage. I'm the best Sabo player in the game. Feels good.
Awesome, awesome. Now, next thing that I want to ask you, you won the last event and you won this LAN event as well, which makes you the only player in Rogue Company history to win back-to-back LAN events. You got dropped by Prosper and them, and then they ended up getting third. So, I mean, how does it feel?
It feels insane because I knew I was getting dropped after the last LAN. My performance wasn't good. Coming into 4v4s, I knew I was winning it all.
You love to hear it. Absolutely love to hear it. GK, go ahead and come and present them the trophy. I mean, listen, you're the MVP, so the final question I want to ask you, Drew, is what does Rogue Company competitive mean to you?
It means a lot. I've been playing it for 2 years. I've teamed with my first team, King Prenid, Rock Soldier, and Goldie Slays for about a year. It feels insane.
Oh,